I still got a dream of a Martin Luther King. Them people tryna box us in like a boxing ring. What's the cure to hate? I wish I had the antidote. Maybe these words will help like Maya Angelou. Don't want you to be a leader, that's why they kill Hampton. They're watching every move you make and they still camping. I need to go to the White House cause I need real answers. You hating on me cause I'm black, that's a real cancer. I just wanna be great like I was Ali. Police clutching on their gun when they stop me. I got my hands up how I become a body. They hate Kaepernick took a knee, this country toxic. We need to join together, then go make a protest. What about the reparations that they owe us? Or all the history in Africa that was stolen? You mean to tell me God look like Alec Baldwin? I can't do it by myself, I'm trying to touch the people. Black pride, black love, yeah, it's all equal. I'm a real life king, so that's how I act. Pass this crown to the culture, then I fade to black. Yeah. We fade to black. We fade to black. I gotta fade to black. I still got a dream of a Martin Luther King. Them people tryna box us in like a boxing ring. What's the cure to hate? I wish I had the antidote. Maybe these words will help like Maya Angelou. Don't want you to be a leader, that's why they kill Hampton. They're watching every move you make and they still camping. I need to go to the White House cause I need real answers. You hating on me cause I'm black, that's a real cancer. I just wanna be great like I was Ali. Police clutching on their gun when they stop me. I got my hands up how I become a body. They hate Kaepernick took a knee, this country toxic. We need to join together, then go make a protest. What about the reparations that they owe us? Or all the history in Africa that was stolen? You mean to tell me God look like Alec Baldwin? I can't do it by myself, I'm trying to touch the people. Black pride, black love, yeah, it's all equal. I'm a real life king, so that's how I act. Pass this crown to the culture, then I fade to black. Yeah. We fade to black. We fade to black. I gotta fade to black.
If you want to talk about guns, why is it that there's a gun shop on almost every corner in this community? Why? Tell you why. For the same reason that there's a liquor store on almost every corner in the black community. Why? They want us to kill ourselves. You go out to Beverly Hills, you don't see that. Guns.
What up, though, everybody? It's your girl, Fresh Nessa. Um, Whatever you know me by, Sharnessa McQueen. All right, guys, listen. I was not planning. I'm not gonna lie to you. I wasn't planning on jumping on today. Um, but you guys know I usually do a show on Wednesdays. Um, but with support real men, because it's a new show. It's different from Protect Black Women, which I do have a larger audience for. I'm trying to feel this out. um, but I also want to, show my brother some respect, the real men that's out there that, is interested in understanding what's going on in the community by listening to others, jumping on, having a discussion with me, about how we can, help our community better or whatever it may be. So first, I started it last Wednesday, and I want to thank the entire panel that came out last Wednesday to join. I totally appreciate you. You guys were amazing. Please watch episode 1 if you haven't seen it. It is on my YouTube channel. That This Is Insane. Shout out. I am actually on IG live. I decided to jump on IG, and I'm on Facebook live right now, as well as my YouTube channel. This is very impromptu, and if nobody jumps on, nobody like comments or engages tonight, I totally get it. This was, like I said, just on a whim, and it's a feeling that I had to jump on so that I can introduce what I'm trying to do with the next episode. The next episode I didn't realize was going to be so heavy. It's called Black and Blue, and it is discussing um, black. Well, now it's a little broadened, but it was black men versus the police. Law enforcement, or the police community. However, once I started really digging and doing a lot of research and different things like that, it got a little deep, because I started understanding how, like, extremely important it is for us to understand the major role that the law enforcement, as well as the government system, but law enforcement, police, the ones that actually are supposed to be on the ground, um, like the role that they play. So I went way back, uh, like it's been since our ancestors was on the slavery block, okay, on the chopping block. So this is or auction block. This is just something that has constantly been modernized through each generation. And there's so many different levels to this, on them trying to, create the agenda that they're trying to create, which is it's very heavy. So I'm going to have to break this up into different increments, different segments. And today I just want to give an overall about a couple of things just so people can actually see, people that of non-color can actually see, or just people who really don't understand how deep it goes when we discuss, the brutality of the police in our community. So I got a couple of clips to show a lot of the situations that happen when it comes to people who are entitled versus those that's not. And if you ever hear me kind of sugarcoating a little bit, that's because unfortunately, it's not free speech anymore. You got to pay for it. So there's a couple of things that I do try to minimize saying. But if once I get passionate, I don't even care. It's like, okay, whatever. So when I did some digging, I noticed that um hold on, I got a couple banners so that you guys can read along with this. I actually did some research, and I found a couple of different um, things that I read. And I do have well, it's online, but I can get you guys the links to anything that you want if you're interested in deep diving more. This was about African American males who are racially profiled to be criminals and perceived of wrongdoing by law enforcement are at increased risk of subsequent symptoms of anxiety and post-traumatic stress disorder. Because I was looking and I was thinking, like, I really do feel like the situations with the police ties into a lot of the mental health and depression that happens in our community, and not just now, but even in the past. And it just has been repressed and never kind of like touched on, never been healed. As one of my panelists last week was talking about healing. Shout out to my boy Well Fed for that. But this the police does play a very powerful and major role when it comes to that. um and then there was another one that says 1 in every 7 police officers worldwide suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder or depression, and 1 in every 10 struggle from other mental illnesses. Okay, so the reason why I put that is because we have to put ourselves in the shoes of the police as well. So if these people are coming on the force and they already, and then of course some, while they're on the force, this happens to them, because of all of the different situations that they have to deal with, probably. But just think about the ones that are already feeling this way and come on to the force. Okay. So majority of these officers that's getting these positions already suffer from something. And then you have our community already suffering from a lot of different things as well. So what is happening to that? Like what, you know what I'm saying? Like, but we don't, and I'm just saying as an American country, want to put enough money into mental health communities, well, mental health behavioral organizations or institutions and different things like that. Like, I'm so confused. Okay, so then police violence and aggressive policing more generally can have deep negative implications for those who survive their injuries, including psychological distress, illness, degraded educational performance and result in unfavorable attitudes toward law enforcement. That is what is happening in modern times right now, all of this. And it has trickled down to the children who are our future. Okay. So I'm not going to be on here long. Just wanted to show you a couple of things that I got from just doing a couple, doing some research, which I will go into more detail because this is lightweight research. I'll go into more detail June 5th on the actual show, but I am looking for some men to come on with me and let's talk about this because this is extremely important of an extremely important topic. It should be for everyone. Oh, it should be for everyone, you know. So that was one of the things that I wanted to discuss. And then I'm going to show a couple of clips real fast. And these clips is for you to actually just understand the entitlement of certain people and how we are looked at in our Black American culture when it comes to being detained, apprehended, or whatever by the police. Like, it is a known fact, even in different different cultures, or different races or whatever, they look at us and say like it's normal. So it's like, okay, well, and so of course other people that sees this from other countries, that watches the news or watch different things online, they are already afraid of us before they even hit American soil because of something that they've seen that they don't even understand. So first I'm going to show you this entitled young lady, and I want you to hear some of the key things that she say, which I feel like is very important.
Carolina woman whose arrest is getting a lot of reaction. Lauren Cutshaw, seen on dash cam video begging an officer not to take her in for driving under the influence, reportedly saying she should not be arrested because she's white. ABC's Paula Ferris is back with this story. Good morning, Paula.
You're right. It's getting a whole lot of reaction. Good morning, Amy. Good morning, everyone. Cutshaw was speeding, blew through a stop sign. She'd been drinking and admitted she may have been smoking marijuana earlier in the evening. But when cops pulled her over, she thought they should let her off the hook because, according to her, she's white and went to a great university.
I'm a pretty girl. Please don't make me go in there.
This is 32-year-old Lauren Cutshaw pleading with a South Carolina police officer from the back of a squad car after being arrested for a DUI.
Don't you know I've never been arrested? Did you see that on my record? Oh, I did good school. I graduated with 3.8 in my high school. I got to get a scholarship to my college. I graduated from a really good university. I was almost a valedictorian. I was an all-American cheerleader. I mean, it was a beat my whole life. My whole life. It was a beat.
Police say the real estate agent was driving more than 30 miles per hour over the speed limit and ran a stop sign when she was pulled over. According to the police report, Cutshaw told the officers off camera that she shouldn't be arrested because she's a, quote, very clean, thoroughbred white girl. When asked why that mattered, she allegedly answered, "You're a cop. You should know what that means."
Okay. She said she was a clean, thoroughbred white girl, and he is a cop. He should know what that means. And this is exactly how 80% of the people in America that are entitled feel. Okay? even if they are a different, even if they're not white, it could be because, oh, they're an attorney. Oh, they, they went to a great college. Oh, they got a master's. Oh, they are millionaires. Oh, that is one of the biggest things in our country, because it is a capitalist country, that people feel their money, prestige, uh, you know, they have a superiority complex. Like, all of this helps get them out of trouble. But it does not matter when it comes to a Black person. And some entitled Black people have started seeing that as well. Okay? Because we will get profiled in a heartbeat. Okay? I have so many clips coming up for for this show. Not this particular, this is just a conversation that I'm having, an introduction to the show, but you'll see what I mean. It's just really, really out there, and so many people don't want to see it. The only time that they really look is if there's a situation that happens with something national, that goes national, then, and we're out there and we're fighting and protesting, then that's when everybody start to pay attention and look. But then, even so, it's always, well, what did he do, or what did she do? So you'll see a lot, because I'm going to started from the bottom, until we can like figure something out, and show you a couple of things. Started from the beginning, and then show like modern times of what's happening right now in real time. Okay, so she felt like she wasn't supposed to get arrested because she's white. All right, so this situation happened. Now, some of these clips are older, but it's a reason why I still want you to see it. So watch this situation.
We have library, east side. Pull up, please. Pull that car up. Get me out of the road. We'll be out of the way here in just a minute. Gracious. Need to see your license, please, and insurance.
I sure do.
Let me see it.
You don't talk back to me.
Hey.
You don't talk back to me.
Send me a backup, please.
Bring anybody
I want to see insurance, please, ma'am.
Go away.
Do not. Do not touch me, please, like that, okay? Ma'am, I want to put you in the car.
No, you can't do whatever you want.
Okay.
You can't do whatever you want. You can't do whatever you want.
What's the problem here?
I have to lock my door. I have to lock my door. I have to lock my door.
I want to see. Bob, could you step on it, please?
Okay, so you see another entitled woman, right? You see she was able to actually hit the police. She was able to hit the police. And yes, he did apprehend her. He, put the cuffs on her. But he still did not rough her up. He was extremely gentle with her compared to some of the things that we have seen, correct? Okay. So you've seen two women who were entitled. Police handled them gently, correct? Okay. The first clip was The young lady stating, hey, I'm a white woman. I went to college and I'm a thoroughbred. So this one, you could tell that she was in the wrong, but she still was arguing with the police, challenging the police, screaming, and there was other stuff on that, but I'm going to have all of these different videos in my later on my channel. So if you want to take a look at them in its entirety, then you can. But I just wanted to show that. So, because I only got like 5 clips all together that I'm showing. Like I said, this is a really short video. I just wanted to give you an introduction of what's to come. And this is not even everything, but this is actually what's to come in June 5th with the Black and Blue episode from Support Real Men. Okay, so we seen that. All right, we seen those 2 situations go down. So now I want you to see how the police handles us Black women compared to the entitled women that you were able to see.
Get out of the car! And then I will light you up. Get out!
Wow.
Now! You mind putting out your cigarette, please?
I'm in my car. Why do I have to put out my cigarette?
Well, you can step on out now.
I don't have to step out of my car.
Step out of the car.
You're about to break my wrist. Can you stop? You are about to fucking break my wrist.
Stop! Now! On your butt.
Slam my head into the ground.
Sit up
not
on your
even
butt.
care about that. To how he's telling you to get I can't even hear.
I mean, I don't.
Okay, I'm not going to show too much of that clip. First off, that really gets to me every time. So can you imagine when a lot of the Black men see another Black man on, on video during these different situations? Because the feeling that I get when I see a sister that I feel is being treated unfairly, wrong, and, even if it's not a police officer, I can just imagine. Okay. Now, the difference between what you've seen in the first 2 clips and this one is, one, the police officer thought it was okay for him to have a pistol on her at all times. That right there is trauma. When you threaten somebody with any type of stick, I'm going to say stick. Y'all know what I'm talking about, though. Any type of stick, when you putting a stick to their ribs, stick to their head, stick to the back, it does something to that person already. Because even if you make a mistake, that person can be gone just like that, right? So can you imagine what she was going through during that time? And it was only because of the fact that she was in her own car with a cigarette. He was so entitled that he was mad because she was unfazed about what he stopped her for, and she challenged it. And the way that he was handling her, and why was his body cam off during the time when he was, physically, as you can hear on there, physically handling her. Okay, so this is totally night and day, totally, because trust and believe, them women had no fear about what they were doing and what they were able to say, because they know that they've been getting away with so much. Because They knew that they weren't, or felt like they weren't a threat. But when you see an angry Black woman, as we're called, or somebody with too much passion, there's a fear there for some reason. Don't understand at all why the number one thing has to be, if somebody is passionate, somebody is loud, they're either ratchet, ghetto, or angry. That is not correct. Some people are just emotionally passionate about what they're saying. And that's a cultural thing. And if people took the time to understand other people's culture and other people, period, then maybe that would be even better. What type of mental morale training do these police officers have? What type of training do they really get? Because it's not getting better, it's getting worse. Okay, so here's another one. Now, this one, I'm going to show the entire 5-minute clip. Reason being is because it's not that it's just funny, but this man, this is the most entitled man that I have had the pleasure of hearing when the police stopped him for a ticket. I ain't gonna even lie to you. Listen to this and watch it.
What's the date on that? I'll have to plead guilty if I gotta work, because I can't afford to take the day off, you goddamn asshole. Now just give me the goddamn thing, let me get out of here. I didn't do nothing wrong, and I know I did. Now let me get the fuck out of here. I ain't in no hurry, but I did want to get some pills for my dog. It's just about ready to get the fuck out of here, give me that.
Can I explain it to you, sir, so you'll know what you need to do?
I know what I do. You're ripping me off, and I didn't deserve it because I didn't do nothing wrong. You're probably sitting on parking lot driving right back and forth to get someone in the 40 miles of whatever and frig it is. I never saw the sign. I saw it 55, and I was doing 57. That's all I know. Now just give me the goddamn thing, and I'll look at the date. If I'm working, I'll pay the fucking fine because I can't afford to take a day off. And if I'm not working, I'll plead not guilty because I know fucking well I'm not guilty. There. Now, are you a state or local? Looks like you're a state trooper. Get back and pick up some more guys and run up the friggin' deficit on the working man. Just give me the damn thing, let me get out of here.
What I need you to do is sign the X so I can explain this to you.
There ain't no explaining. I got picked up for speeding before. You're guilty and you pay the fine and hope your insurance don't go up. And you try not to speed the next time. And that's what I've been trying to do for 4 or 5 years, and it's worked damn good till I run into you, you asshole.
Green copy's for your record, sir.
I don't, all right.
White copy needs to be mailed in within 20 days.
Okay.
Make sure you read the...
I can't read, and I put this stuff away. I get bills in the mail all the time. I don't even look at them. $7 glasses here. All right, just tell me what I do. Lincoln Court?
No.
Where?
Read the instructions here. This says you have 20 days to respond to this summons. Read the back of this hard copy. This will explain how you can have a trial if you want one. On the back, that'll explain it. Attaches an envelope. See? Put a stamp on that, you mail that in. They'll tell you what to do.
I can afford the stamp.
The fine's right here, sir. It's $137.50.
You're fucking crazy! I get it! You're fucking crazy! My wife took money out of her goddamn account where she's working to pay my fucking...
Guys, y'all got to listen to this man. He is crazy. When I tell you he is straight venting, and the police is so calm. I can't even believe this. Why we can't have this police officer in 2024?
Sure, so I wouldn't get picked up. You're fucking crazy!
If you don't pick this up, sir, I'm going to summon you for littering.
I'll pick the goddamn 100. Are you fucking crazy? I wasn't even speeding, you goddamn asshole! $100 and some dollars? Jesus fucking H Christ!
There's some more right there.
sight, you goddamn asshole! You fucking asshole! Let me get the fuck out of your sight, you goddamn miserable fucking... Jesus Christ! I don't mind. I feel bad for the guys out of work. I pay my goddamn state taxes. A good fucking bunch, too, let me tell you.
I'm giving you a warning on the failure to produce insurance. That's expired.
Didn't I give you another one?
No.
My wife told me it was expiring today. She went and paid her car insurance, and out of the grace
Expired
of
on
her
the 10th.
heart...
Today's the 16th. That's 6 days ago.
The bill was due today, okay? Whatever the date on the bill due, I apparently have paid... Back, I have copy.
Do you want your license and registration?
Of course I do. Well, anyway, I can reduce the insurance. I probably got it here. Like I said, my wife, out of the grace of her heart, when I came home, that she had taken money out of her savings account because I'm fucking dead broke. Because the cost of living has gone up. My paycheck has gone down because we gave up double time on Sunday. Our insurance went up $20 a week 2 weeks ago, $20 to $40 a week. And that's what's happening in the last 8-10 years to the whole fucking country. They've shut down the industry. They've friggin' cut pay. Insurance has gone up. But there is hope, and I'm going to watch it tonight when Bill Clinton gives us an acceptance speech, because there is hope if we can get this economy going again and start treating people fair and get assholes like you to do something decent instead of picking up some fucking innocent guy that wasn't speeding to begin with.
Bye.
Oh my gosh, when I first seen that, I will not lie. I was like, this is crazy. Like, I was really shocked to see that because I don't even know that world anymore. That was extremely different. I mean, he was calling him names. It was just a lot. You know what I'm saying? He was calling them names, everything. And here this guy was able to just get out of it. Like, the police was just calm. And I want to show some love to, I got some people on my IG. Shout out to the real Kumite and the only STMT. Thank you so much for joining this live. Totally appreciate you guys for watching. So one of the things that I don't know why I see, hold on, we're having trouble streaming to Instagram. If you ended it on Instagram, then this is, try creating a new, okay. Well, I'm not going to create a new Instagram stream. Hopefully something will happen and it'll come back on. But if not, I'll just add it to IG later. So anyway, so this police officer just let him vent the entire time. And he, to me, took his ego out of the way. So there was no ego when he was dealing with this man. He was a calm, he was patient, he was doing his job. He already knew that, of course, the man was going to be upset. So he was prepared for it. He had thick skin. These police officers, the majority of them, you could say like the situation with the man upset because, you know, Sandra Bland, you know, was smoking in her own car. That was his whole thing, was because she said, I'm in my car. So he was totally upset about that and took it to a whole different level. You know, whatever they were doing back then when it came to how the approach with the police was, I wish that they could do that in our communities. You know, I wish they could do that in the Black American community right now, today, because he pretty much was the epitome of how a police officer should act when they know that they're in the company of somebody that is not a threat, but may be upset. Okay. So you seen that situation, right? Okay. So I'm going to take you now. You've seen somebody that was entitled. Now, here's another clip from someone and how they treated well, because I don't know. I know I got a bunch of different people watching this. So I'm going to say my brother from the Black community. And rest in peace, Philando Castile. Check this out.
Just seconds for a routine traffic stop to turn deadly. And today, graphic video of the encounter was made public just a few days after a Minnesota police officer was found not guilty of manslaughter. Mireya Villarreal reports.
The newly released dashcam video shows the moment when Officer Geronimo Yanez stopped Philando Castile for a broken taillight last July, first asking Castile for his license and registration.
I have to tell you, I do have a firearm on me. Don't reach for it then. Don't pull it out. Don't pull it out.
Within 90 seconds of making the stop, the 29-year-old officer fired 7 shots. Castile's girlfriend, Diamond Reynolds, was in the passenger seat.
I was not going to show all of that. I just needed y'all to see night and day. Okay? Day and night. I just needed y'all to see, how did we get here? From the police officer that I just showed you, and how he was dealing with an entitled man who was spewing and saying whatever he wanted to say, but he had enough thick skin and he took his ego out of the equation, because he already knew that that man needed to still report to court or handle his ticket or whatever. So he was done. But he still let this man vent, because sticks and stones may break your bones, but words will never hurt you, right? Now, in this situation that I just showed you, this horrendous situation could have been different if the man that came to the window had a better sense of training and wasn't scared. Philando had already told him ahead of time, out of respect, what he had in his glove compartment. Now you ask this man to get his registration and everything as well. You see he got a child in the back and he's with a woman. Why would he risk doing anything to any of you that was there, that was present at that time? Why would he risk that? If he got his family with him and he's willing to comply. I don't understand. I do not understand it. I will never understand. How do we have people on the force like that we are supposed to comply to when they are, or they don't understand how to do their jobs correctly? He had no critical thinking skills. He should have allowed the senior officer to come to the window if that was the case. He was already profiling. So yes, it is different. It is significantly different. And I have some documentation that I was actually checking out as well. But you know what? Because I was not trying to make this video. Let's see. If I can't pull it up right now, I'm going to wait. No, I'm not. I'll just do it on the show. That actually will be better. So on the show on the 5th, I will be showing documentation and different things like that actually shows that more Black people are arrested, apprehended, and murked by the police than any other ethnicity, nationality, race, whatever you want to call it. Okay. Now I'm going to show you this last clip of what Trump said. And this has nothing to do with Democrat, Republican, nothing. But I need you guys to understand that we are like, our country, people are just so involved in sensationalism and celebrate what looks shiny or celebrate the underdog, even if they don't know what they're doing, whether it be somebody that's supposed to control the free world or whatever. Okay, we living in this Josie and the Pussycat moment. Okay, let me just show y'all this.
More on CBS News with the interview with President Trump that's getting a lot of attention today.
I'm going to just go to the actual clip that I want to show you. Let's see here.
Floyd's death was a terrible thing.
Terrible. It's freedom of speech.
Let's talk about George Floyd. You said George Floyd's death was a terrible thing.
Terrible.
Why are African Americans still dying at the hands of law enforcement in this country?
And so are white people. So are white people. What a terrible question to ask.
Okay, first off, she did not ask about nobody else. She didn't ask about anybody else. She asked about our demise as Black Americans and what is happening to us. Why could that question not be answered? Instead of putting it, and this is what I noticed, even not just with Trump, but even with people and having conversation now. You people don't even want to answer a conversation anymore unless it's, if you say, oh, Black men do this and that, and then the first thing, but Black women do the same thing too. Can we just get to what the question was, or just respond to that? Okay, let's not do that as a people, as a community, as nothing. Answer the question, be upfront, be real about your answer, and just keep it moving. It's not about what other people do. I hate tit for tat. I be having people that I'm friends with. If I say something, oh yeah, because that just happened to me yesterday, every single time, like, or, oh, well, this person does the same thing. I can't even have a decent conversation without somebody saying, oh, well, they're in the wrong too. We're talking about you. Let's not even bring them into the equation. He didn't have to say nothing about what white people having issues as well. This was about what's going on in Black America and the situation that was happening with George Floyd. And keep in mind, that situation was a couple of I think on the 23rd. No. Oh, am I tripping? What day was that? Okay, well, anyway, it was a couple of days ago, or the beginning of this week, for his death anniversary. But let's check this out again.
So are white people. More white people, by the way. More white people.
This is not true. This is why I'm going to show the true statistics of what he's saying. And this is what I'm saying. He was not prepared. His publicist, his PR, everybody should have made sure he was well prepared before he even had any conversation with any of these people about this conversation right here. This is why I have an issue when people are just voting to vote Like, oh, he was locked up. Oh, yeah, he was locked up in Atlanta. I'm going to vote for him. Oh, yeah, he was hanging with Snoop Dogg. I'm going to vote for him. Oh, yeah, Joe Biden was on Charlemagne. I'm going to vote for him. Like, do you guys really understand? Do y'all really understand that our safety, our border safety is in shambles now? Do you guys understand, like, literally, that people are other countries are locked and loaded and tightening up so they can always try to take over our country? And we don't even have a full defense. If y'all been paying attention, we don't even have a full defense army. Did y'all know that? Like, come on. We cannot. Oh, I don't want to vote for what's her name, Nikki Haley, because she's a woman. Oh, I don't want to vote, but she might be too emotional. Man, people are not doing their research homework, deep diving, digging, understanding, because they too busy with getting sound bites and clips that sound cool. That's why I have the documentation showing from not just Black mental, health professionals and different things like that, but different doctors, especially like talking about how this affects Black American community when it comes to police brutality and the situations with the police, and how we are targeted more than anybody. Other people even know that. If you have been on here and you watched and you seen the very first clip, which I'm about to go back to right now.
My partner that I work with is a cop.
That South Carolina woman whose arrest is getting a lot of reaction. Lauren Cutshaw, seen on dash cam video begging an officer not to take her in for driving under the influence, reportedly saying she should not be arrested because she's white. ABC's Paula Ferris is back with this story. Good morning, Paula.
You're right. It's getting a whole lot of reaction. Good morning, Amy. Good morning, everyone. Cutshaw was speeding, blew through a stop sign. She'd been drinking and admitted she may have been smoking marijuana earlier in the evening. But when cops pulled her over, she thought they should let her off the hook because, according to her, she's white and went to a great university.
I'm a pretty girl. Please don't make me go in there.
This is 32-year-old.
She said, I'm a pretty girl. Please don't make me go in there.
Lauren Cutshaw pleading with a South Carolina police officer from the back of a squad car after being arrested for a DUI.
Don't you know I've never been arrested? Did you see that on my record? Oh, I did good school. I graduated with 3.8 in my high school. I got to get a scholarship to my college. I graduated from a really good university. I was almost a valedictorian. I was an all-American cheerleader.
I was all-American cheerleader. I graduated from a really good university. I was almost valedictorian.
I mean, it must be my whole life. My whole life. It must be.
Police say the real estate agent was driving more than 30 miles per hour over the speed limit and ran a stop sign when she was pulled over. According to the police report, Cutshaw told the officer
she was driving 30 miles per hour over the speed limit. So evidently she was in a residential environment because there was a stop sign too. And that's where you can see it was a residential area. 30 miles per hour. What would happen if that was me? Okay.
Officers off camera that she shouldn't be arrested because she's a, quote, very clean, thoroughbred white girl. When asked why that mattered, she allegedly answered, "You're a cop. You should know what that means."
She said, "You're a cop. You should know what that means." What does that mean? You understand what I'm saying? What does that mean? So let's go back to y'all guy.
Research.
Why are African Americans still dying at the hands of law enforcement in this country?
And so are white people. So are white people. What a terrible question to ask. So are white people. More white people, by the way. More white people.
Research suggests that black people are about 3 times more likely to be killed by police than white people. But the overall number of white people killed is higher because white people make up a larger percentage of the overall population.
So, if white people make up a larger percentage of the population, of course, it would look like there were more white people dying, but it wasn't because of the hands of the police. Okay. I was not trying to get emotional, guys, as far as like, I was not, but I'm hot. Okay. I'm not going to even lie to you. I think that that is why maybe this introduction was important for me to go ahead and do before I have my panel of guests. And I really hope that I can get some brothers on this, because that would be amazing. It would be very important to have the voices of my brothers that's out there actually have a conversation. And I mean, anyone, it does not matter if you are educated, not educated, young, old, I don't care. I just want all different type of voices on here to converse and have, and let's come together. And once again, before I get out of here, I do want to, and I thank everybody for watching once again. Yeah, I do notice that something's wrong with my IG. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to add that to IG. But like, once again, thank you everybody that was on IG that was watching. So before I get out of here again, I am going to discuss the banners again. African American males who are racially profiled to be criminals and perceived of wrongdoing by law enforcement are at increased risk of subsequent symptoms of anxiety and post-traumatic stress disorder. Okay, so as I was saying, if somebody is holding a stick to you, and y'all know what I'm talking about, if somebody is holding a stick to your head, to your ribs, to your back, whatever it may be, and you don't know if that person know how to even handle that stick, you already, like, it's already going to affect you. So can you imagine the after effects of this? And then just think about our brothers who actually have had to endure situations regarding this, whether it's been roughed up for no reason, whether it's been hit, whatever it may be, or situations where they may have been locked up and incarcerated and having to deal with, correctional officers that may have not been, and shout out, because my homegirl, shout out to my girl Desi, who is a correctional officer. She's amazing. She has already told me that she is working on improving the conditions, and that's what we should be doing as people of color, improving the conditions as much as possible in whatever positions we have when it comes to this. That's what God wants us to do. Okay. But as I was saying, there are a lot of bad seeds. So that also contributes to the behavioral conditions of our brothers. Okay. Then they come home and they're repressing those emotions, and they're dealing with all of these different things on their own. And then they're still trying to find their way into this new society and world. And then they got now these modern women, some of these modern women who is harder than men. It's a lot. You understand what I'm saying? It's a lot. Okay. And they're still no healing, no putting God first, no prayer. It's still less black men in the churches. Okay. Then we have 1 in every 7 police officers worldwide suffered from post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD or depression, and 1 in every 10 struggled from other mental illnesses. So keep in mind as well with these police officers, majority of these police officers that they're finding are coming from rural areas. They're not even cityfied, and they don't even live in the communities anymore. You know why? Because a lot of people in the communities don't want to sign up to be a police officer. One is because of the situations that's been happening with the police and how they've been interacting with the people in the cities and community. So they have to find some way to keep some order, right? So they got to go way out into other places where these people don't know these people. They don't understand what they're going through. The police don't understand what the city life people are going through. So you got, okay. Keep in mind, back in the day, there were times when I'm not even going to lie, there were times when, people knew police officers. They knew that they were going to walk the beat. They would be like, oh, that's Officer Jimmy. Officer Jimmy is straight. You know what I'm saying? Officer Jimmy is straight, because Officer Jimmy really did care. There's always people in situations that it may look like all police is bad, but all police is not bad. There are people that really do care, and we got to remember that. Okay. Then we have police violence and aggressive policing more generally can have deeply negative implications for those who survive their injuries, including psychological distress, illness, degraded educational performance, and result in unfavorable attitudes toward law enforcement. This is everything that's happening right now in modern society, and it's happening with police and how they're treating the young kids, not even teens, but even preteens, young girls and young boys. They're roughing them up at an early age, putting sticks to their head, sticks to their back, sticks to their sides as well in our community, these young kids. So now we got kids that's going through this situation because of the way that the police is treating them and treating the situation, because the police already is, having mental issues and PTSD, and forgetting that these Black young boys and girls are just young boys and girls. Okay. So that's it for tonight. I just want to say, I thank you guys for watching for this hour. Even if, listen, I don't even be stressing if y'all not watching right now, because the one thing I can say is y'all definitely be showing some love. I do be seeing the numbers after the fact, especially, I won't lie, Facebook. I started my podcast on Facebook, so Facebook do be putting up numbers with my podcast. So thank you very much, Facebook. I totally appreciate you. And shout out to when I did my analytics. And I will say, my channels, it's so funny that ages 24 to 34 are is the highest viewership. And I'm loving that. And I appreciate that so much, because honestly, that's a really 24 to 34 is that's a very important age group, and especially in the different things that I'm discussing. So thank you very much for my age group of 24 to 34. Okay, holla at your girl. All right, guys. And I'm gonna leave y'all with this song I had did for Black History. So I did a verse, and then I had my cousin, shout out to Wu Collins, do a verse, and it was for the whole police brutality situation, and it's called Fade to Black. I do not own the rights to the beat, the music, pretty much. So I want you guys to check that out, and you know, and hopefully you guys will join me June the 5th for a full live stream with this Black and Blue segment. And hopefully I'll get some men on the panel. And I am looking for a mental health professional to join the panel. And I would love for it to be a man, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. But, you know, just like with my Protect Black Women series, I want to respect my men and do the best that I can to make this show authentic to them. So it's important for me to get, you know, some men that is totally interested in these topics to come on board. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Love y'all and mean it. I will see y'all June the 5th. You will be seeing promo clips, and also keep in mind, Let's Whine About It is coming back out with a new show. And you'll be seeing that content as well coming up, or that promotion coming up. So you guys have a good night, and talk to y'all later. Holla.
I still got a dream of a Martin Luther King. Them people trying to box us in like a boxing ring. What's the cure to hate? I wish I had the antidote. Maybe these words will help like Maya Angelou. Don't want you to be a leader, that's why they kill Hampton. They're watching every move you make and they still camping. I need to go to the White House cause I need real answers. You hating on me cause I'm black, that's a real cancer. I just want to be great like I was Ali. Police clutching on their gun when they stop me. I got my hands up how I become a body. They hate Kaepernick took a knee, this country toxic. We need to join together, then go make a protest. What about the reparations that they owe us? Or all the history in Africa that was stolen? You mean to tell me God look like Alec Baldwin? I can't do it by myself, I'm trying to touch the people. Black pride, black love, yeah, it's all equal. I'm a real life king, so that's how I act. Pass this crown to the culture, then I fade to black. Yeah. We fade to black. We fade to black. I gotta fade to black.
Why is it that there's a gun shop on almost every corner in this community? Why? Tell you why. For the same reason that there's a liquor store on almost every corner in the black community. Why? They want us to kill ourselves. You go out to Beverly Hills, you don't see that.
Say let's whine about it. Say let's whine about it.